Halo Bang, halo. Ya Allah.
Don't tell me.
All Hitam isn't in, so feel free to sit wherever. Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness. Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, obviously I wouldn't... Now that I've criticism and I admit that my bill... Oh, I was super proud. Unfortunately, it was only a few days later that my mother took me... She didn't scold me. Let's see, is there anything else left in this box? Huh. This is when I was a child. If only I could. Hey, it's not a matter. Who knows? Maybe this time. I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried my name. I've even tried stuff like love you. I wouldn't try that route again. Yeah, everyone's like jerk. I just got. What do you think?
No.
I'm glad you agree.
Kalau no, kok masih berlanjut kalau no? Nggak kayak yang lainnya. Ini jalannya di mana sih? Keliru aku. Ada cara gampang, kenapa dibikin susah?
Who created many designs that the academia also
Gue tersandung.
Oh, here, this is a great example. This book, History of Ancient Sumeru Architecture, contains some analysis that I did many years ago. Huh? Why is Hitam's handwriting also in here? When did he ever read this book? I guess it's probably from when we worked on that research project together. Anyway, he probably never cared to tell you this, but the House of Dana is where Hitam and I first met. I came here to do my homework and saw him sitting by himself next to that row of bookshelves. A group of Haravatat scholars were chatting near him, but he looked as if he was too lazy to join them. There was a pretty stark difference between him and all the rest of them. It was my fault for feeling bad for him. I thought he must have gotten into some kind of trouble and went over to ask if he needed anything, not realizing that
you were in fact the one in a whole heap of trouble?
Hitam? Why are you here?
The House of Dana is a public space. Anyone can come.
But shouldn't you be at the records room at this hour? You're not here to watch me make a fool of myself.
You think I would derive amusement from watching you fall into depression over your life's various troubles? I came here to pick up a few files. If your voice hadn't managed to get through my soundproof earpieces, I probably wouldn't have noticed you.
All right. I admit I was probably overreacting just now. Probably not when he's right here.
There was nothing embarrassing or shameful. When I was still a student, we had a number. The more important question is, why are you at the House of Dana?
As a senior scholar, isn't it my responsibility to offer my friend...
I see. Then let me guess. Your next stop will be the pavilions around
Huh? But why would you know that?
Sure. If that will give you some self. Leave any words of thanks you may have to the
Suaranya bagus sih yang ini.
The last time he was here. As a result.
What? But, okay, just you wait. I'm going to fix this right now. I'll dig all the books out and return them to the proper shelves.
Oh, we'll wait. Anyway, you were about to say he's feeling a bit down? Put through the ringer. What an interesting phrase. I assume he used those exact words himself. He probably did suffer quite a bit, that's true. He always spends a lot of time editing his proposals, with the goal of satisfying as many of the client's preferences as possible. But the satisfaction of one client will not translate to general satisfaction with his work. Many problems in life can only be solved by a fundamental change of attitude. There are plenty of architects in Sumeru who are clearly his predicament is inevitable. Since he holds, of course, each person is different, and we should respect the admonitions will serve no purpose.
Looks like you were having an enjoyable chat while I was gone.
What do you think?
What else is there to talk about? Surely no one. Anyway, you should take a look at this. Look at this comment on page 8. See that? Now that's how a student.
It looks like you're already in.
Me happy?
Why don't you just move all the books yourself? It's not. Kaveh had a habit of scribbling and writing in all kinds of books.
Hey! Didn't need to bring that up. Oh, actually, I also found a really old sketch in one of the books over there. See? Doesn't. Huh?
Don't ask me. This is the time you specifically put aside to rep.
You?
We can also.
If I don't keep it, there shouldn't be any complaint.
There are indeed.
See? What did I? Come on. Let's take a stroll through Port Ormos next.
No need. It's almost.
Suit yourself.
Gesek-gesek ada. Ini berapa nih? Harusnya sih nggak sih. Ada 3 achievement.
No, I didn't design any one specific building. Most of my work here concerned structural renovation. Port Ormos had already existed since I was still a young child. It wasn't as large as it is now, though. It only came to its current size after a sizable the Arch Bridge over there, for example. That was one of my designs. When I was first tasked with the project, I decided to reference the growth patterns of we ran into a lot of hidden residents can now be. I was still young and new to the trade back then. I could hardly believe that an idea in my head could become reality. A true cornerstone once built. You think so? I'm glad to hear that. But my budget was tight. Us creative types know better than... Yeah, we've spent long enough here. Great. This is a rare opportunity. If you ever feel down...
Kayak ini ya, kayak itu ya. Ini. Jauh banget.
I've thought that so many you won't be able to sit and...
Hey! Stand with me!
Right clear! I've been... Isn't this place great? I often come here to clear my mind when I'm dealing with a difficult situation. You know what I mean. Everyone finds themselves in frustrating situations. Just take me as an example. Although I'll hate them, thinks that it's because of my personality. You could probably say life is too boring, of course, but still, with different land, the sight here, my pain, they are far more. If you were to ask me what art, you think so? Remember that question? I still have those who pursue. I'll try gather in any case.
Masih kata-katanya bos. Belum dong.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here? Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of... Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass of juice?
I know you're already keeping that guy. Another glass, please.
You got it.
It really is but perhaps getting you. I would spend a lot of time. I suppose that all of this...
Here's your drink.
Boss,
The meaning of art. Anyway, I don't know about art, but
what do you think? Yes, art shouldn't be... Let's say that I have a problem. Sounds great. A different career. It's justice. And if I want to make... Hold on. Maybe I'll be able to...
Besok itu hari Jumat. Jauh banget.
Hey, it's you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't changed much for me.
I heard that you were the genius.
Well, it's...
Hard to make a profit unless the client fled before they...
Well,
I understand. Either way, doing what I mean, I obviously never had... Not exactly. My work is still judging from a book on your... With that said...
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top level. Besides, I don't want to just take...
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner or later. Compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the academia, my classes are more condensed and streamlined and will allow people to, unlike the academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested, rich or poor. It just so happens, regardless of...
What do you think, Traveler?
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal.
As for the pay...
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000 is also just the base rate. Just trust me on this. The longer you stick with me, the more I have to go make some preparation.
I was never particularly... I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first... Thanks so much. Now, what should I... All right.
Isi ini kah? Oh iya.
I was up last night preparing for the
Lesson plan at the training center has already developed. Sure. It's almost time for the...
Huh. So you already did... There's something else I want to...
No need to say there are 14.
20 people, huh?
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, only instructors and students are... I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside.
Sorry about that.
Hey there. Can I help you? Oh, call me? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center, so if the tuition wasn't sky high, I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited cop.
I bet that'll boost his enrollment.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself as an architect.
That's true, but you've got to admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits that for those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Man, to have that kind of...
All right, everyone. Class is over.
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kave. We were just a bit lost and didn't...
Oh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages, and Alkami may fool an amateur, but in my opinion, there are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles. The architects who can... All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
But, Mr. Kave, we didn't really understand anything you said after you... What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works.
You're studying architecture to make Mora?
Yeah. Why else would I be studying here? My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally...
In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed.
He also said that it won't be long before...
Come on.
But, Mr. Alkami...
You... It's pointless trying to argue. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear...
I see everything.
Can we finally graduate? I just want to get out of this place and start making some more.
That house Mr. Kave drew in class earlier was really amazing. I'll try going over the stuff Mr. Kave taught us once I get back home. I mean, it can't hurt. Hey! I see everything.
The word is out. I'm sure more students will sign up for classes. What's wrong, Kave? You look quite... Where are the students?
Yeah, I met the students are all... If you're client, you know all of you.
Look, Kave. You may be like a Gashawar, but like I said, you still have a lot to learn about making Mora. You may deny it all you want, but it's a fact that in today's Sumeru, architecture is a terrible profession. Our clients care very little for the effort we pour into our designs. Instead of appreciating us, they spend all their time nitpicking details and demanding changes, often forcing all kinds of ridiculous ideas onto us.
I suppose that's more or less true. Go on.
Why should we cling on to a profession that's difficult and unrewarding? If the field is dying, then a person who still wants to make a good living will just have to change their strategy. If it's near impossible to make money as an architect, then why not just establish a training center and train other people to become architects in our stead?
Wait, how does that make any sense? Aren't you just leading them into the same trap?
We are already stuck, my friend. The more people we can lead into this pit and stack as padding beneath our feet, the more comfortable our lives will be. That's right. Making money as an architect is a slow and agonizing process. None of the students will have more students, I guess.
And then what? Once they graduate, they'll still find out the truth about architecture and struggle to stay afloat amid all the problems we already talked about. When that happens...
but that's just one. Oh, and also, I'm not even scared of
you. I can't believe that I...
And that same go. Only fool. I urge you, as the light of the Sharawa, you've accumulated plenty of fame and respect. It's high time that you use those resources to improve the circumstances of your own life. Think it all.
Ili kangen Zeta ya nonton Zeta. Halo Pan.
I'm so mad. I feel a headache coming on. There's nothing more. Of course. I'm sure you've realized that as long as I remained at the center, he would be able to use my name to advertise this place. Even if I just sit back and do nothing. He is right about one thing, though. The most that they could accuse him of is false Oh? Did you notice something else? Yeah. The rate he gave me was 300,000 mora per lecture.
Halo Pan, gimana kabar?
The students' tuition.
Wah,
Who knows just how much he's been charging the students for attending his classes? If you're gambling everything on making it rich,
balik ke YouTube aku.
we're never going to
Maksudnya fix YouTube tuh.
Oh, Mr. Kabe?
Class finished a while ago, but you're still here.
I wanted to stay for a little longer. I'm still thinking about everything you taught during the class. Even though
Of course they were. All the examples I drew were world-famous landmarks. Each one, it's a good thing that you could recognize them for their beauty. The accumulation of knowledge is the first step to artistic expression. Instead of rote memorization, you should try to relate.
resonate?
Yes. When I first got into art, for most people, just going from admiration...
Just as I thought. Wake up.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I can't say anything more. Mr. Okami made it very...
Don't listen to him.
Yep.
Why would I pull your leg?
Then please keep this a secret from me, Mr. Kabe. Mr. Okami was the one who reached out to my parents. He told them that he knew a merchant by the name of Bahar and that he told me.
How much did your... What was the interest?
I'm not really sure. My parents were the ones who signed the contract.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling too. Need to find that merchant to confirm. Good idea.
We last saw him.
Well, it'd still be... We need to do something.
Gak boleh gitu ya guys ya. Hal yang buruk. Ayo Kafe, kita tuntaskan kejahatan ini. Ya. Belum apa-apa ceplok. Oh, ini rumah orang.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen
Your fault.
Yes.
Alkami, my friend here, wants to enroll in his architecture club.
Oh, sounds like his business is booming. How much do you...
Let me see.
Oof. Call that a bit short on money? Anyway, since you're here because of Alkami, I can work things out for you. Make sure you sign the contract, though. Here you go. Don't worry, there's nothing...
And what if they won't be able to pay it back?
What do you mean, you won't be able to pay it back? Once you graduate from Alkami's place, you'll be making millions of more a year. Easy! At that point, paying this off, and even if you were, it's hard work. But anyway, there's no...
I just did some calculations in my head. When you say the interest will get a little higher, of course the contract did a great job of trying to obfuscate that fact. It only listed the amount that you'll have to repay every day, which gives the false impression that the amount hasn't actually... If you actually do the math, however, it's clear that the amount you need to pay on interest alone will amount to hundreds of thousands of mora per year. Most people can't even make that. Even my creditor...
What are you trying to say, huh? I figured something was off when two well-dressed people came looking for a loan. Too many people are sticking to...
Eremites? There are only a few of them. Lucky today.
Our bond is strong.
Come at me.
Receh banget.
I don't think we've done anything to hurt or offend.
Debt has left with my debts, but these students, you sold the truth.
Everyone. And if we're going to talk about...
People grow by... Let's head back to... Sino?
My vacation just ended not too long ago. So... I see. Charging an interest rate over 30%. As it is highly... Any funds we make...
That should... Anyway.
That's no trouble. Just another day. Did you accept it?
He promised to pay me...
Hmm?
What do you mean, that's good? Would you...
I wouldn't have gone that far. But, had he insisted that you were also an active participant... Either way, though...
Hey, what was that?
Never mind.
Just messed...
Let's get back to business.
Huh.
The reward will be...
Fine.
Is there anything...
I want to go back to...
Sure.
All right, then I'll stay out of their way.
I have a few other things to take...
To think, I'll calm you. Still, I think I feel it's a little ironic, but you could... How should I put it? The arguments are used... Alkami's suggestion would have allowed every scholar... Just speaking for myself, if I stopped at that point, any materialistic... It's certainly not. My thanks again for being such a great help. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Harta dan hati nurani. Hari kedua. Buset. Nggak bisa nyetel lagu yang ini, copyright guys.
Training center has been shut down, and the Madra have promised to return some of our tuition. But we've already spent so much...
Mr. Kave said we can keep working on our fundamentals and try to get into the academia.
Easier said than done. If it was easier to get into the academia, only the best of the...
Mr. Kave?
Why? What reason does...
So, you're the only ones that showed up today.
Huh? Kave's here.
Now, that's Mr. Kave to you. I'm here. I'll keep instructing you for a while. Oh, also, I'm usually... Architecture is not an easy profession. If you want to design safe, just as a heads up, all of this will be a huge step up from the superficial stuff you were learning before.
We'll try our best.
It seems some of you are really serious. All right, everyone, pack your stuff up. No need to prepare much for today's class. We're going to go on a quick field trip. You'll know once we get there. Come on, let's get going.
I see. Apa ini? Apa ada ginian? Mana guys? Gak lihat.
This lighthouse has been around for a long time, and I handled its renovations when I first graduated. The point of today is not so much about the lighthouse as a building. I just want you to take a look at it and do a bit of self-reflection. If you were tasked today with designing a building, don't think about how you'd actually go about building it for now. Just put your ideas to paper.
So, it can be,
Yep, as long as you think it'd look good. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a building. If you want, you can draw trees, the ocean. In my experience, both the study and practice of architectural design are extremely difficult. A person who's forced to work on projects that, so at least for today, what do you think?
Akan gambar tipot.
My latest design's getting there, but there's still room for improvement. I'll make my finishing touches before the deadline creeps up.
Ada orang nggak ya? Kosong sih. Kita ganti dulu lah.
Disaster! I didn't even make it through the qualifiers. How'd you do?
I didn't do any better. I was beaten by that little Timmy kid. I've only ever seen him out there feeding pigeons. No clue how he got to be such a good card player.
The next round's starting soon, right? Let's head over and watch the matches. I'm curious to see who will win the grand prize.
Did you hear that? The grand prize! Sounds like they were talking about a card competition. They must be talking about Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation. Oh. DCG. TCG.
Should be. But let's go and stay on it for details.
Besok aja nggak sih?
Wait, what? Am I seeing double? Do you have two tails?
Your eyes are working just fine. Yes, I have two tails. You want to pet them?
Wow. Does it hurt when your tail splits into two? Which one did you grow first? Oh, and what do you do when they start moving around while you're asleep?
Oh, well,
Pertanyaannya kenapa gitu?
Sorry if those were tricky questions. I've just never seen anyone with two tails before. Who's the one chatting with? From her outfit, I would guess she's probably from Inazuma.
oh, don't worry, kid. I'm sure you'll be growing a couple of tails of your own in no time.
Huh? You think I can grow two tails as well?
Sure, you're a yokai too, right? Your yokai power must be really strong if you can already take on human form. I was just climbing a tree one day when another tail popped out, just like that. People started calling me, Nekomata, I think?
Yokai? Nekomata? No. You got it all wrong. My ears and tail are part of my cat's life bloodline.
Oh, so you're not a Mondstadt yokai?
Mondstadt doesn't have anything like yokai. Is this your first time here?
Yep. Fortunately for me, the company I work for has been expanding, so I'm now getting the opportunity to travel to cities all over Tibet. Oh, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you that I almost lost track of time. I'd better get going, or I'll be late for my next customer. Diona of the Ketflying clan, your pickup is complete. Thank you for choosing Komania Express.
Great. Feel free to come hang out anytime. Do only yokai have tails in Inazuma? Oh, Traveler Paimon! Hey, what brings you back to Mondstadt? Well, we figured it's been a while since we visited the Catskill, so we thought we'd come and say hi. Oh, and by the way, who was that just now? Oh, she's a courier from Komania Express. They're an international delivery service operating out of Inazuma. Huh? Is the Catskill doing international business now? No. A customer left some goods with us and arranged for Komania Express to pick them up. That's all. I didn't mind. You've been to Inazuma, right? Did you, see lots of yokai like her there?
Ada yang punya sayap segala. Siapa? Ada yang punya sayap. Siapa bisa ada yang punya sayap di Inazuma? Karakter Inazuma. Siapa guys? Ada yang punya sayap? Si Kojosara pas ulti. Nggak ada tuh. Jadi Dan Hayato Heizo cuman rubah dong. Gak ada.
Right. This is actually the first time we've ever seen one with two tails. Wow. I'd love to go see for myself one day. Anyway, what were you two here for again?
Anyway,
Did you need me for something? Oh yeah! Paimon almost forgot. Do you know anything about a geniusification TCG tournament? A tournament? Oh, you must mean the one being organized by the Adventurers Guild. It's a pretty big event. Leave it, but I'm busy with things here, so I didn't sign up. I don't know all the details. Maybe try asking Gane. Well, with any luck, we'll win some more, and then we'll treat you to some yummy food. Huh, what do you mean, luck? I'm the one who taught you how to play, after all. That's now like it. Okay, you two should probably get going now. Head to the Fountain Plaza. My boss usually takes a walk. All right, we'll go there right away. Hey, Margaret. We thought we might find you here.
Oh, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It sounds like we only ever come back to Mondstadt.
Oh, really? I just assumed you were here to take part in the King of Invocations.
King of Invocations Grand Prix? Oh, that must be...
Mm-hmm, that's the one. Genius Invocation teased the Adventurers Guild arranged for venues in every city to... Mondstadt is already at the final stage, so I'm afraid you might be a little too late to get there.
Oh, darn.
It's all right. There's bound to be a next time. This card game came out of nowhere, and the game's creators must be ecstatic with all the success, don't you think? It's unbelievably popular.
Yeah, and it only gets more fun the more people there are to play it with.
Well, you may have missed the boat on the official event, but there's also an unofficial...
Unofficial tourney?
That's right. You can sign up at any time and play however many matches you want. They even have pre-built decks for players to use. Oh, and the reward...
Ooh, Paimon likes the sound of this. Thanks for the info, Margaret. We'll go check it out.
You're welcome. There are plenty of booths at the venue offering food and other... Right. If there's nothing else you need...
Paimon still thinks that with your abilities, winning the grand prize would be just imagine it. Honorary knight defeats foes and emerges as tournament champion.
A reporter for the Steambird from Fantech. I've been posted here to cover the King of Invocations Grand Prix.
Nggak di sini, nggak di sana.
The Steambird is a major news outlet headquartered in Fontaine and widely acclaimed all over Teyvat. We even have regular columnists based right here in Mondstadt.
Ooh, okay. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. What was that you were saying about some breaking news?
Oh, looks like I've managed to pique your interest. Well, the truth is that my keen reporting senses are telling me that this competition will be chock full of huge
News stories. You sure your senses are reliable?
Absolutely. After all, I've seen it with my own eyes. There's a criminal who's been slinking around the competition venue, and his name is the Card Snatcher.
Card Snatcher?
Mm-hmm. He stole his opponent's cards when they weren't looking. I was about to try and chase him down, but the next...
Why would someone want to steal other people's cards?
Whatever the truth of the matter, it's my job as a journalist to dig up all the gory details and turn them into... So, what do you think? Want to join...
That does sound interesting. But why us?
Are you kidding me? It's a no-brainer.
Are you kidding me? Kamu nanya.
The guy who saved Mondstadt. The hero
exclusive news article is published. Not to mention that being in a news agency makes me pretty well connected. That'll come in real.
That actually sounds genuinely useful. What do you think, Traveler?
Great! Then welcome to the. Now then, before we start investigating our card snatcher, I have one other small task to take care of. That Mondstadt columnist who I mentioned earlier.
Oh, so we're gonna go meet them now?
Yep, I have the address right here. We just. I thought you would have figured out who it is I'm talking about by now.
Oh, someone we know? That doesn't narrow it down much. Never mind, just lead the way, Charlotte.
How could it be? One of your rich friends, I assume. After all, you've got to be pretty well off to live in the city, right?
That still doesn't really narrow it down.
Orang berduit. Jangan bilang Mona.
I guess being a national hero earns you friends in high places. Here we are. Wait here a moment. I'll go hand over the cash. Who is it? Can I help you? Oh, Traveler and Paimon, what brings you here? And I'm sorry, I don't believe we've. You must be Mona Magistus, the astrologist. It's an honor to finally meet you. Charlotte, a reporter from the Steambird. Your columns have been so well received by our readers lately that our management asked me to present you with this cash bonus.
She got Mona's full name and title right on her first try. She really does do her homework.
Ah, you must be Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Please, just call me Mona. Gosh, this is a long way to come from.
Terus suaranya beda ya orang apa?
Too much trouble.
Voice Englishnya.
No trouble at all. It was on the way.
Wow, sounds like your articles are a real hit with readers all over Tibet, Mona.
Have I never told you? I've been writing my column, All Things Astrological, for the Steambird for a long time. That the chief editor wrote to me a while ago about the bone. Huh, you make it sound like you really needed this. Are you pressed for money, Mona? What? No, of course not. It's just that once I knew the bonus was coming, I reallocated some funds that I'd previously set aside.
Classic Mona.
Mona banget.
Aha! Perfect! Renowned astrologist, broken, starving. Do the stars really have all the answers? The article practically writes itself. Oh, I beg your pardon?
Mona's actually super rich. It's just that astrology research is really expensive.
Super rich is a bit of a stretch. Anyway, enough about that. What
Originally, we just came to
Speaking of which, will you be competing in the King of Invocations Grand Prix? I'm much too busy with my research these days to dedicate time to. Isn't there? I'd have thought you'd be certain to win with astrology on your side. You'd know. Oh, what do you take me for? No self-respecting astrologist would dream of abusing their beloved art for such crude purposes. Well said. Spoken like an accomplished academic and a conscientious citizen. Well, yes, obvious. Thanks for the offer, but don't you worry. All right, well, best of luck with your investigation, then. I will. I think it's about time we started heading to the competition venue. The Mondstadt Regional Final should be starting shortly.
All right. Aman can't wait to find out who the finalists are.
Next baru sedikit. Ya nggak apa-apa Peter. Makasih. Halo Peter, sorry ya, aku live-nya di YouTube ya. Besok mungkin atau besoknya lagi baru bisa live TikTok. Ada kayak
Well, if it isn't
Kayak oh kata Kazua OTW. Aku si Xiao sih, si Xiao sama Archon OTW sih. Ya agak susah.
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the nice
Mangkir lagi.
You better not be slacking off again.
Kira fotografer ternyata Intel sus.
That's no way to talk.
Bukanlah fotografer beneran, wartawan.
Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering a competition where I'm not already on top of my work. Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of
Ini
cards.
mana lagi yang mau kamu dusta?
Think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Weh. Login bos. Ini kenapa? Makin kesini makin kesana. Langsung Seven ada yang baru guys, Patong Seven, iya kah? Wih, ini kenapa sih kaya ya? Login bos. Minum-minum sambil main kartu. Nikmat mana lagi yang mau kamu dustakan? Makin kesini makin kesana. Yuk join live di YouTube. Let's go. Parah. Patong Seven ada yang baru guys untuk map kedepannya ya, konten kan? Yang hiu itu loh, yang agak
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you ask?
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fantech and she... Huh? Where'd she go? She was right here, wasn't she? Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some tapes and snacks for herself.
Journalist from Fontaine. Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird? I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone. Your attention, please. The final is about to begin. Now, let's give a warm welcome to our two contestants.
Guess we'll have to leave it there.
Thank you Peter, buset gelap banget tuh foto profilnya.
Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya. We'll see you in a... So, Trevor, who do you think is gonna win? Yeah, Kaya's quite the crafty one. He must have... Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, maybe she got caught up trying on
Malah ke situ dia.
Everyone's quite fired up.
I'm bringing my A game today, and I'm gonna win this thing.
Dia latihan sama siapa sih? Pertanyaannya. Dia latihan sama siapa ini tim ini? Aneh banget. Latihan sama siapa si tim ini?
What happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something?
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been... Shh! Keep your voice down! I don't want to scare them off. Huh? Hey, wait! Where the other... He's on the run! After him!
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people often?
Intel banget ya.
He's heading toward Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but...
Bisa sampai belakang sini loh. Buang apa?
Looks like he stopped. Let's sit tight and see what happens.
Why did he come all the way up and now he's crouching down with his hands above his head? Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble! Quick! We need to rescue him!
Ada Charlotte-nya nggak? Aduh, nggak ada Charlotte. Lebih gede si Nahida. Harus beli cooler. Mau tips main game di HP tanpa harus beli cooler? Lebih ke Mobile Legends sih. Kalau yang Genshin sih masih aman. Lebih ke Mobile Legends. Kadang nge-lag, kadang sinyal. Padahal di ini apa? Di Xiaomi Pocoku lancar-lancar aja. Ini padahal RAM 8 256 masa yang nge-lag. Kayaknya prosesornya deh.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture. I was only gonna ask you for an maybe I'm just...
Whoa. No, please. I'll talk. But you gotta believe me, there's nothing. Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy it.
Really?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the general. This guy offered me
Tuh bang solusinya.
times what I paid for it. And
Tuh bang solusinya nggak keluar. Nggak keluar teksnya.
so I decided to head somewhere less.
Did you ask him?
No, I didn't. Genius.
Main di kulkas pasti.
Has been getting pretty
Faktur Rozi. Assalamualaikum
Paid
waalaikumsalam.
good Mora to make their decks flashy. It didn't strike me as
Ini
but after I gave him
DC emang ada DC aku.
sigh of relief and said something about that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop Liyue or something like that.
Or something like that.
Kurang lebih dia bilang
He
gitu.
said that or he didn't. How certain are you?
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the
Lama tak jumpa, halo.
he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been
Gimana?
taken off.
Mudah bukan?
It was genuine relief.
Main di kulkas kayaknya.
Could that
Ntar aku coba.
really be as valuable as he thought?
Aku coba cek ya.
That I don't know. But in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report...
Weh, karakternya bagus banget.
After all,
Oh, kecil banget ya mapnya ya.
were you?
Kan udah aku duga.
Right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go
Kita
fix
dingin,
the Favonius.
HP-nya juga dingin ya. Makasih, cukup tahu sih.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare
Kata Ipan besok udah bisa live di TikTok ya. Iya. Semoga aja. Ini Pak Kuros ini Dakeso apa siapa?
You really think someone out there is going
Kalau di TikTok namanya apa?
shelling out huge sums of money for a
Aku nggak tahu bakal di TikTok lagi apa enggak. Intinya nggak bisa keluar.
more to this story.
Ya bukan nggak bisa keluar, tinggal dibuka aja Peter.
Situation
Mohon
raises
maaf.
news. Who knows? Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique, and he was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential.
from the sounds of it. We need to head to Liyue next, right?
Bisa ya, gampang, tinggal didobrak.
Friends in Liyue too.
Atau enggak minta bantu temen.
Check in with Kaya before we leave.
Udah
I mean, at least once
parah Peter.
Let's go.
Untung ada bapak saya. Berapa hari kenanya bang? 3 hari. 3 hari sama kayak bang Dixel 3 hari dong. Kenapa ya gitu ya? Padahal kita nggak ada ngapa-ngapain dong. Baru juga live loh itu, beneran. Baru juga nongol tiba-tiba udah ini kepen. Hah? Timmy, belajar sama siapa sih?
I was beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time. It's all right. You don't need
Komen itu pasti.
This must be the journalist from
Komen enggak. Lebih ke judul kayaknya. Sama ininya. Ke Dakesu loh. Iya Dakesu.
Cavalry Captain.
Lebih ke ininya.
I trust you're enjoying your
Apa namanya?
The pleasure is all mine.
Ini loh.
Mondstadt's reputation as the city of
Ini aku sejak pakai ini ya. Bener kata Ipan jujur. Nih. Sejak pakai ini, aku kena ban terus.
I'm glad you're liking it.
Ya gara-gara Peter sih. Kagak.
Rushing towards the
Bukan
city
gitu
side gate.
konsepnya.
Did you find something? I couldn't
Ya
find
gara-gara
it
aku pakai itu.
even during the competition.
Dulu kan aku pakai teks gini doang, guys. Nih. Nah, pakai teks ini doang nih.
I see.
So, it seems you have an answer to Kaya's question from earlier. What the card snatcher's really after is
Ya, pakai itu.
bags. But we still haven't figured out why he cares so much about that.
Anak pecinta burung. Komen itu pasti anak pecinta burung. Mana ada.
Company you all to Lille Harbor.
Kalau komen berarti masih mau kirim walau udah.
Duties to attend to. In fact, our top priority right
Kalau
now
komen
is
brutal
fighting
masih
fast defenses.
mau kirim walau udah diperingati ya
Activity has
kena
been
orang.
increasingly rampant lately.
Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop if we find anything. In fact, if Charlotte's journalistic
Pakai apaan bang biar tahu aku? Itu tadi tuh.
reading her exclusive report of the
Wah, abang mau coba nggak? Kagak. Mana ada, males lah.
And I look forward
Janganlah, susah payah itu. TikTokku baru nyampe di 2000 masa ya. Udah kena angin topan.
Meet you at Harbor tomorrow. They'll give me a chance to write down everything that's happened today.
Ini kenapa ya? Ada jerawat.
See the two people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invocation TCP?
Itu yang bawa.
So come. Maybe, but very little's known about either of them. Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know. But hardly anybody has ever seen them.
the poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo. That, I doubt it's very true.
Menunggu Kli dan Kaya skinnya cuy. Lebih ke Kaya doang sih. Kalau Kli kalau ada duit boleh, tapi nggak sepenting itu sih. Lebih mana aja bang streamer yang sering ku tonton dulu soalnya sampai
I approve.
streamer yang sering ku tonton dulu soalnya soalnya sampai kemana.
Genius Invocation with everyone.
Iya amin.
Reading up on the game's inventors.
Semoga aja ya guys ya.
I was originally hoping to arrange
Serem banget. Padahal udah kerja sama
There's no
si
mention
ini loh,
anywhere of where they live.
si
or
TikToknya.
any chance
Aku udah masuk itu di TikTok live game,
It's as if they've
TikTok live
decided
gaming.
and then
Aku udah
never
masuk.
did it again.
Udah masuk aku. Nggak pakai duit Ra. Bisa sih. Nanti aku minta si Kageru deh.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're at
Duit Ra.
They'll show up at all during the King of Invocation's grand.
Enggak. Lebih ke ya bukan prioritas tapi
when based on my
kalau memang ada ya nggak apa-apa. Tapi gak prioritas. Sama sekali gak prioritas.
Oh really? Well,
Kita emang gitu agak lain. Hari bulan-bulan ini atau sejak kemarin-kemarin itu udah kayak gitu. Yang detek percuma. Iya. Aneh. Kita udah aman-aman aja juga itu.
anyway, our focus is still on I heard Snezhnaya.
Ini bahas tentang apa ya?
The tournament has brought quite a crowd, so there's a lot of fun.
Gue komen badak, alis miring kena badak. Iya kah? Wow. Duel di puncak invocation. Apa ini? Apa ini guys? Wow, udah tepat semua. Cara dapatin panah 1000. Ya udah bisa semua kah? Ini udah bisa dapat semua kan? Ngobel.
It'll save space for the top strategic mind of the Knights of Favonius, outsmarted by Bridge Boy in 5-round failure.
Reconnecting.
Hopes crushed in dazzling Dark Horse defeat. Maybe I should stick with my first draft.
Nggak di sini, nggak di sana, reconnecting loh. Ya ada di ini, di channel meme. Pengen rehat dulu aku guys, udah gak bisa lama-lama live-nya. Rehat dulu ya, nanti live lagi di jam berapa nggak tahu lah. Bye bye, tenggorokanku udah mulai. Ciao, mata minasan, arigato. Kita rehat sejenak. Bye.